What's up, guys? It's the Drunk Frog, and I got a overview. I'm going to talk about what I think about this game, and some flaws, pros and cons about it, and just hopefully give you a better idea on whether or not you should be buying this game or not. So, overall, it's pretty good. It's a pretty free range game, and it's like GTA 4, but exact opposite setting. The gameplay is similar. Yeah, it has obvious differences. One of the big things you're going to be doing is lassoing things, and to use the lasso, you pretty much just shoot it like a gun, except for you hold left trigger, and that'll allow you to hold on to stuff. So, like this wolf right here, I can stay on my wolf and have it dragged behind, and it'll tug on the horse, so that's why I keep going in circles. It's kind of a hard function to use. You'll see yourself constantly losing the lasso, and it's kind of frustrating. But yeah, the horse controls. Your horse is your main source of transportation, and unfortunately, the controls are not the best for it. At times, you can find yourself over a cliff, up against a wall, and you can't get around. It's kind of frustrating, but you get around it. Carts, too, they're not that difficult to master, but you can like flip them over and stuff, and they're once again just a little bit frustrating. Another big aspect of the game is gambling. It's going to be one of your main sources of income. I find Five Finger Fillet, which is what's being shown right now, to be the best way to make money. You can bet anywhere from $1 to $100, and each time you bet more money, it will increase in difficulty. Like you'll start switching between the buttons B and A, like a quick time event, to BA, YA, and then it'll be at that's at like $15, it'll switch to that. And at around $20, $25, it will have an XA after the YA. So you'll pretty much be doing a circle around your buttons on your controller. It's not a difficult thing, but if you do it too much, it just kind of throws you off. You can also do poker. The one in Armadillo is a $25 buy-in, and it's a $10 buy-in at McFarland Ranch. So, a little bit less money to be made there, but I don't know. I don't really suggest this. It's kind of, I don't know. I've never had much luck with poker, so yeah, just stick with Five Finger Fillet. Hunting and skinning animals gets you more money. You can sell their hides and their furs and stuff. And it's not hard to kill. Like, I just killed the bird right there, and you can just go find its body and pick the feathers, and you can sell those feathers for however much. Same with deer hide or any kind of hide. Pretty much everything sells for some dollar amount, so you might as well pick it up. And from what I can see, you don't have a weight limit like in Fallout. Weapons, everything is pretty good besides the knife. The knife I can't seem to use. Like right there, I thought I was turning around and killing the things, but it did not work. You will get this little extra scene when skinning the animals, and it'll be longer for bigger animals. And he'll say stuff, and it's kind of interesting, but kind of annoying. This is the Deadeye, and you pretty much hit the right thumbstick, and then you push it over your enemies or anything you can shoot. It doesn't even have to be an enemy. Like I shot this woman in the foot on accident, and that hurt her a little bit more, so the cougar could kill her. It's one of those random events that can happen. Treasure maps. This is a treasure map. That's all it is. You don't get paces or anything. It's a picture of a place, and I don't know where this is. This literally gives me nothing. So that's, yeah. Campsites, you have to set up a campsite to put up or to fast travel. It's really annoying, especially since you have to be away from a roadway, you have to be away from a city, and sometimes you're away from everything, and then you're like on not on flat ground, so you have to go find flat ground, and you have to be away from water. All these conditions, and it's not like a one button to go look for it. And the fast travel, you get text, and you don't get the actual map. Fallout had a good a fast travel system because you could bring up a map, and then you would be able to scroll over it and physically see where it's at, not just read it in the corner. And it's not necessarily the easiest thing to read stuff in this regular quality. So you kind of need high definition. It'll really help with this game or with most games. Selling things. It's not. It's just a way to make money. It'll give you inventory of what you have, and you can switch between what you want to buy and what you want to sell. There's general store for everything basic. You can upgrade your campsite, and you can buy apples and stuff like that, which regenerate your Deadeye, or you can get horse pills, which give your horse stamina back. So, just everything basic. You use your right thumbstick to choose between the quantity you want to sell and stuff like that. Once again, I don't think there's a weight limit for what you can carry. So that's kind of a good feature because I'd be really pissed because I can't find a place to store things. I wouldn't be able to find a place to store things. Let's see, this is one of the other random events. It's really random, pretty much summarizes it. This guy finds his wife's dead, and you see him just kill himself. I was kind of surprised to see this, but you just come across the most random things. Like before in the video when I was shooting the cougars, it was just a woman running by getting attacked by cougars. So there's a bunch of random things that can happen, and you can choose to help out, and they'll help your honor and your fame. And the more honor you have, the more people know you and trust you, and the more the good people will like you. Like if you have good karma in Fallout. This woman lost her cart, so I got to go find her cart stolen. So I got to go kill the guy who stole her cart, and yeah, they're not hard events to help. They just little small things. And here's one of the glitches. This guy, I don't think he was completely dead or something, and I couldn't loot his body. Oh, I killed a horse in the cart later on, and I couldn't skin the horse. There's just small glitches like that. The wanted system is like GTA 4. You'll have a circle with the sheriffs in the farther away, and they can't see you. The closer it is to just your wanted level running out. At the top right, the wanted will become less and less red, and when it's completely gray, then you're done, and you just have to pay your bounty later on. So, yeah, you can pay it off with cash, or you can get pardon letters from the sheriff, or you can get them from other people. Now, as far as how the game looks, it looks pretty good. They spent a lot of detail in it, but it's a pretty big area, and it's not as smooth as it could be. It's a little bit choppy, and the animation is a little bit weird at times. Like when your horse jumps off a cliff, but you'll get challenges along the way, like survivalist, master hunter, and sharpshooter, and they're different things, such as collect different wildflowers like wild feverloo or desert sage and stuff like that. And desert sage is in a specific area, and it's shoot 5 flying birds from a moving train, and kill 5 wolves with melee and stuff like that. It's just they get progressively harder. But mostly, if you find an animal, it'll be in a pack. Like, if you find a rabbit, you can usually find more rabbits, or more deer are around. So, once you find one, it's not that hard to find the rest. After all is said and done, I would have to give this game a 7 to 8 out of 10. It's pretty good, but it's got its flaws, and it's more geared towards the Wild West genre fans. If you're on the brink of whether or not to buy it, I would suggest doing more research, but if you have the money and to buy this, I really suggest you buy it because it is a fun game.